Recording in progress.
Oh, did it start?
Yeah.
No shade. Did it start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it started. Okay. Hey guys, it's Cash, and I'm here with Deli, Dianna, Lianna, and Jannah. Something had come up in the past few days ago, and we had missed our last podcast session. But as promised, we decided to combine both podcast sessions into one today. To touch up on a few of our facts in the novel Homegoing, to brush up on a few facts, we already know that Homegoing's main themes consist of family, legacy, history, and slavery. The family legacy, Effia and Essie's family, represent two different versions of African heritage: those who were sold into slavery and those who were spared. We want to focus on more of a history part today. Does anybody want to start us off?
Okay, I can start us off. It's Deli. I guess one of the first questions I want to bring up to the table is, what is the significance of the title Homegoing?
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Dianna.
Okay, this is Lianna. So basically, I believe that homegoing is an old belief among African American that when an enslaved person die, the spirit will travel back to their ancestors' homeland in Africa. And we know this book was like based off Ghana, so basically the spirit travel back to Ghana, no matter where they're from and all.
Yeah, well, it's also based on like slavery, so there are stuff that happen where it's like death is one of them.
Definitely. Okay. Well, yeah. I also have another question in mind, which is how is the theme of family explored in Homegoing by Yasi. I can go ahead and answer it if no.
Okay. I mean, I can add something. I feel like the author does a really good job with showing the different roles that like the family members kind of have. Like, it's not like explicitly said, like, but you can kind of see the roles that the characters kind of follow within like the family.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also, like, if you read the beginning of the book, she mentioned, like, she talks about a lot about the dad and the mom and Ifia, but like the more you read, you get to know that like the way Baba was treating Ifia is like she was treating her like she is basically abusing her. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying like she was abusing her because the way she treated her, sometimes she hit her all day. That was not normal. But like the more I read, I found out that was really not her mom, and that really reminded me of like I know a lot of. That's what most African kids do, because you know some of them parents have 2 wives, 3 wives, you know. So you if your real mom passed away and you're left up with your dad and your stepmom, what they do is usually it's like Cinderella, whatever it's called. That's the name.
Yeah.
So like you get like they treat you different. They sometimes the your stepmom can abuse you, and what the author did was as we was reading, she was kind of giving us a hint about like Baba, but never said, oh, Baba is the stepmom. But at first she said Baba is her mom. But like when I was reading, it made sense because the way she was treating her, and also like the whole thing about her putting fire, like putting a cane on her back, and she burned it. Whatever, I don't remember everything though. But like I'm just trying to say how abusive she was.
Yeah, like you were saying, it totally did make sense about like the abusive part, since when we first started reading the book, we was a little confused about the characters. When we read the what is it, the family tree or whatever, and how we was reading how they're all connected and stuff. But yeah, it totally makes sense now that we got more far along from the book.
Yeah, and also one thing that really got me was when Ifia, because in the village usually like when you hit like I don't know the age 12 or something like that, whenever you get your period, which they call blood, so you get married to somebody, and I know her half sister already got married to a British man, which they introduced in the very first beginning of the reading. And if she already know who she want to get married, and also her dad did say, her dad was like, I don't want you to go far away from me. So you don't know how their relationship is together. But if I remember Baba telling Ifya that whenever her blood come to let her know. And also even the person that Ifya wanted to marry also at the same time, I think he wanted to marry Ifya, and then he had said something to the mom Baba. He was like, let me know when she's ready. And Baba went to Ifya. Baba was like, don't tell nobody when your blood comes. Let me know, hide it from anybody, okay? So ever since then, her blood never came, and then the guy had to move on. He got married to like two wives because I think his dad passed away, and he had to take over the castle, all that. So also I don't know why I wasn't sure at the time why she wanted Ife to hide her blood, or maybe it was because yes, I remember actually. It was because she didn't want Ife to get married to. If she wanted Ife to get married to the British guy, um, and I don't know no more information about her when like the reason why she wanted her to marry that British guy. I don't know if it's like she working for the British guy, or I don't know if the British guy pay her more than the other chief, but because they all offer money. Actually, when the British guy married Ifya, they said that the money, I don't know what he paid with, but it was like money or like the amount that he paid was never paid for nobody in the village. So they say Ifya had the highest what paid off for marriage and all. So yeah.
Yeah, I just want to talk about like the family dynamics, like how it was just two wives, and then like the husband had to go back and forth between the homes, and like that's just like really interesting to me because like I remember in the beginning she was breastfeed by the other mother.
Yeah.
And like, that just shows how close the whole family is together, how close their community is. Like everybody is like, I don't know, it's just real close. Everybody's related, and like it kind of does something for like when they grow up, like they have somebody to lean on, you know, all of that. And also like with marriage, like their mothers also prepare them for marriage and stuff, you know.
And also that reminded me. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody was about to say something.
No, go ahead.
Oh, that reminded me of like when you say the other wife had to breastfeed her. Like we know the reason why Baba couldn't breastfeed her because they said Baba had no milk because they had this thing where if I don't know this fire thingy. So anybody want to talk about it? Because I was really sure. Like they said it was this fire that burned the village and the fire cursed her, and then she got this fire all over her body. I'm not sure. Like I'm not positive about what
I'm not sure about that either. I kind of like read it, but didn't really read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was the reason why Baba couldn't feed Ethiopia. Because I don't know, I'm not even sure. But anyway,
Do you guys have anything about more of the history lens of the book?
Like, where exactly is this based in? Like, where exactly is this taking place?
So basically, I think the author said, like, what did she say? She said she got after going to she visited Ghana, and then she was inspired to write a story because I don't know her experience there or something like that. So she was like she got to write out a story about a place. Like I know it happened like it's in Ghana.
Yeah, I know she visited there too, and I know like she was in school like when the author did the story, like it was like a research for like she was doing because I believe I read about it, and like she was in like her sophomore year of college, I believe.
Yeah.
So is she not from there, or is she just like?
She's not.
Family.
I think I'm really not sure, but
I don't think she is.
Guess by looking at her name, I think she's from there.
She is.
I'm not sure. I said I'm not sure, but if I had to guess.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions to pose to the group? Yeah, she is from there. She's Ghanaian.
Yeah, I just searched it up too. Well, I guess since you kind of did bring up like how we kind of figured out that her name kind of connected her to where she was from, I guess we can talk about the characters' names and how like that kind of gives us like the background of the characters. Like for example, I don't really know how to pronounce it. Is it Kojo? Kojo. Well,
Well,
what?
we're gonna call it whatever it is.
Yeah, so we know that he didn't grow up with his parents, but it's kind of like a name does a lot for a person because of like what it connects you back to, and it kind of helps us just understand like where the characters are connected to, like exactly how we use the name with the author to see where she came from. So I guess that just shows how important the names are.
Yeah, that's
To build off with like that makes sense. Like to build off what Deli was saying, I feel like what the author was doing, like I feel like naming asserts dominance. Like in the novel, I feel like she gives each character a unique name, which like signifies who they are themselves, and as like other people.
And also, like if you look at the family chart, she like some of them have the last name as their dad. I know some people don't. Like I personally, we like my culture, we don't do like our last name don't come from our dad. Is like a family name that we all share together. So what hers is to make it easier. Instead of doing that, because I know a lot of people do that in Africa, but she didn't do that. What she did was she put the dad's last name as their last name to make it clear for the readers to know like this is this person's son or daughter. Okay, so I feel like the most important person that we can talk about is Mommy. Anybody want to start it off with Mommy and her history? Because Mommy have like her history is, I'm gonna say, one of the huge ones that it's like it was hidden in the book. Because when I say hidden, I'm talking about like it wasn't, the author did not present Mommy in the for like very first beginning of the book. What she did was she waited to the middle to make like the whole middle part of the book all about her. Because like it's a lot about her that was not mentioned at the beginning, and it really surprised me. No, okay. But all I'm gonna say is, I know like they had said something about how Mommy is Ifia's mom, and I'm not even gonna go into more things because we still have to read. And also she did escape from, because she was one of Kobe's homegirl, and she ran away after she gave birth to Ifia, and I think she went to the castle. So it didn't exactly tell me what she doing in the castle, if she got captured or if she worked for them, but we gonna get there soon.
Well, I feel like going back to like, what's her name, Baba, the one who raised Effia. That's her, right? Well, going back to like her breast not working, is that the reason why? Because maybe she wasn't producing it.
But it would make sense to me too, because she didn't give birth at the time, right?
Yeah, she wasn't, she didn't produce the
for her breastfeed the Ifia.
She didn't produce the babe. I mean, like, she didn't give birth of Effia, or
She didn't. Yeah, she didn't. Oh yes. Oh, now that makes sense.
that's why she wasn't producing milk.
That makes sense. I didn't even thought about it like,
because
like we could have asked ourselves like, oh wait, if she gave birth to Ifia, why couldn't she breastfeed Ifia?
Yeah, so
they had to give Ifia to the other what's it called, wife, because she the other wife, I think they said she gave birth like 3 weeks after Ifia was born.
Yeah.
Ifya and Fifi is not that far apart, because they were always like, they was breastfeeding at the same time. But yeah, anybody have any comments, questions, thoughts, connection to them? Because I think there's a lot of connection that we can connect this to. Or, okay, what are we looking forward to reading for the next reading, since we know all this information, like, predict the book?
I mean, I just feel like we all know, like, the book is like, it's already historical, and I feel like as we go far along the book, like more history of the family like come up, like we said, like mommy wasn't in the beginning, even though like it was brought up a bit, but it wasn't talked much. And I feel like as we go far along more the book, like there's gonna be more characters that like we didn't expect and that didn't make sense.
Okay. We just gonna go around and thing. But for me, I think for the next reading, like I'm looking forward to like get more information about a castle, and also like, but I remember before we started reading the book, I had read the back and it said something about slavery. So, and also I know Ifya got married to a British guy, so I'm not sure if like he gonna take her to slavery or he just like one of the main leaders of slavery. Um, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, if nobody has anything to say, we are going to go ahead and close out this podcast.
Until
And
next time,
thank you for listening to us, and
we'll be back.
Come back for more lit talks.
Lit talk. Oh yes, lit talks.
Lit talk.